Mabada dia kala.
Ellen, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Ebenezer.
Ah, it's nice meeting you again.
Nice meeting you too.
How was your weekend?
Right. Oh, my weekend has been good so far. Thank you.
Thank God for that.
I hope you're also fine.
Oh yeah, I'm by God's grace, I'm very fine.
Okay, thank God.
I guess today we are not going to postpone it.
Is that?
I said I hope today we are not going to postpone it, like reschedule it.
Oh no, today I'm on time. Today I'm on time. So
Gloria,
there's
good
no.
evening.
Hello, Gloria. Ebenezer.
Yeah, I'm around, I'm
Hey, wait.
around.
Okay.
Yeah. I think maybe Gloria might not be able to join. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she said she'll be traveling today, so maybe she might not join the discussion. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then who is hosting us?
So I guess you host us.
Yeah, you're hosting us, right?
So you can go ahead and host us.
Uh-uh. I've not been given power of attorney.
Yeah, but once you are around, I need not to.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
It doesn't
You have you
matter.
have the experience. You have the experience in that. So
Oh, wow. Okay. The movie for the week was, I think today we have just 30 minutes, she said.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So there's another person, right?
Yeah.
yeah, there's
Boneless.
boneless.
Please, can we get your right name? Boneless.
Edward.
Goat. Sorry.
Edward. Edward.
Edward. Okay. So Edward, Amelin, and there is Ebenezer Nyakun.
Okay.
Ebenezer has pushed the host on me, so I think I'll try. So good evening and welcome to another episode of the movie review.
Yeah.
And today we are reviewing Red God. God, I beg. Red Notice. So I guess we've all watched the movie and we can discuss now. So Ebenezer, what do you think about the movie?
Well, I think the movie was an interesting one, and from the beginning, the action started, and it got to the middle of it, and I was a little bit confused, but I have to rewatch it again and get the whole idea. Yeah, and it was an interesting one. Yeah.
Okay. Edward.
Yeah. Please, I'm listening.
Yes, the question that I the same
Okay.
question.
Okay.
How did you see the movie and what are some of the highlights for you?
Oh, okay. So, the movie itself, the characters, even they don't trust each other. One, and along the line, one have to lie to get the other product or the collection they were looking for. So, yeah, and also it was a little epic and also suspense because we didn't know what the next person too was thinking of the other person. Yes, yes,
I think for me, the highlight of it was the twist at the end. I
yeah,
didn't know that The Rock and then the lady were a couple and then they were together all this time.
yeah,
Because I was now feeling for The Rock when he said he needed to clear his name. And I'm like, oh, I so much want. I have watched him in being the hero of movies, so I was just
yeah.
watching for him to come out and
Come
clear
on.
his name. Only for him to come back. And there was something so sweet and smoothing about Reynolds. Reynolds was looking for him in the water. Although he wanted to leave, but he was like, oh, he's been with it. So at the end of the day, he trusted him.
Yeah,
And only for him to now change everything, it was sad for me. That was the highlight of the twist at the end. I never knew that it was going to end like that, seriously. Trust me. Okay, so Ebenezer.
Yeah. So I think from the beginning I thought the FBI agent, that is John Hasley, was part of, I mean, the team, the FBI team, but not knowing he was part of Bishop. He had a plan with the Bishop just to get rid of the three golden eggs, and then they would take it from there. And unknowingly, on the side of this guy, the boat, he didn't know that the Bishop and then the FBI agents, okay, they are connected to each other. He didn't know. So when they went
Which
to
of
the
them? Clear me on.
Dwayne.
that smart guy, the one who came to the event to steal the golden egg, the first one.
Reynolds.
Yes,
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
was his name in the movie? I forgot his character name.
Boat. Was it boat?
Yes, boot.
Yes, Booth.
It's boat.
His name was Booth. His
Yeah.
name was
Yes.
Booth. Yes. His name was Booth in the movie. So you were
Yes.
saying.
So he didn't know that the Bishop and the John Wesley were team. They were team partners. He didn't know. It was after they drowned into the big river and they came out, and then at the shore of at the sea bank, that was where he
At
noticed
the
that.
riverbank.
Yeah,
That
the river
was
bank. That
when
was where
yeah,
he
so that
noticed
was
that.
the twist for me. I never knew that The Rock and then the lady had anything in common because it never showed in any way. Because it was like The Rock wanted to finish the woman at all costs.
Yeah.
But where we could have gotten the cue from was when he said that I will put you in cuffs. Was where, but it wasn't clear. There was nothing we could have predicted anyway.
Yeah.
So for me, yes. So was it action packed for you?
Oh,
Edward.
yes, it was action packed. And one thing I'm sure before Dwayne Johnson would move to Reynolds, he had knew whatever he is capable of.
The Rock,
Because
right?
yes, he knew most of the things about Booth. That was Reynolds. But Reynolds thought like he is a fugitive from justice, so they are just working together to get whatever they want and get the money and go. But for for his surprise, he couldn't understand whatever was going on, not knowing they've thought what he was about to think. That was very epic and then action, especially when they got to the arena when Reynolds was telling Johnson to stay calm. And it was like, no, this is not Jurassic Park. This is something else. So let's run. It was like, no, let's start.
I wasn't getting the whole thing because I was like, how come the lady always know where they are?
Yes.
Especially when they got to the forest and went underground. And then how do you call it? The Rock used something to hit the ground, and then they knew how do you call it? So they were just following Booth for Booth to give them the location of the last egg.
Yeah.
So it was like all planned out perfectly.
Yeah.
So I think the movie was a good one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think with both, he's very smart. He's very intelligent and smart. Although sometimes he's jovial too. Because when they were in the
he was
prison,
comic.
yes. So if you don't take him serious, you always find a little bit confusing. He's much intelligent. He's smart. Smart guy. Yeah.
Okay, so what was the very tense scene for you, Ebenezer?
Can you come again?
Like what kept you? Which of the scenes kept you on your edge? Like you were edgy, you wanted to, like you were holding your breath for. Which of the scenes?
I would say was the part where the getting to the end where they were after the third egg. When they went into that underground what was it? I don't know whether it was a mountain or let me put it, it's a cave.
An underground. Forest underground.
Yes. Over there, they were not expecting the FBI lady to come around, in search of the golden egg. And a whole lot of action took place there. I think that was the part that took me on my toes. Yeah.
And then, Boots didn't understand why The Rock was now shooting at the FBI agent. I said, why is he not against them? You see, he asked the question.
Yeah. Is that because they are shooting at him, so he has to shoot back?
I think that's where we should have gotten the cue from.
Yeah.
Okay, so Edward, which one also held you?
Mine was when they were going to steal the second egg. The plan they had that they thought they would have entered, not knowing the lady has already entered and was just waiting for them. I was like, how did this happen? That was something that you need a facial recognition and a voice note or a voice
voice record, so, like a voice. Like saying hi Siri on your phone.
Yeah, I was like, how? I don't understand this one. So I was just waiting for what will happen after. Because when he gave her that the egg was the next egg was at Egypt, I knew he was telling lies, but I just wanted to know what happened. That's what kept me on my, like I was skeptical, so I just wanted to know what will happen next.
what to happen. My most edgy scene was when they were in the guard room or whatever, with that man when he was pressing his balls or wanting to cut his balls, and Reynolds has to give the location of the egg. I felt like Reynolds didn't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
Yes, because he didn't have anything. After all, you're an FBI agent. You're after me. You're after my life. You just want to clear your name. So what do I have to lose? I don't have anything to lose. So far as you're not cutting me, I'm good to go. I can just not tell you where the third egg is. So I'm fine with that. But all was also a setup at the end of the like going forward to the end of the movie, you realize that it was all a setup. There was nothing
Yeah.
serious there.
Yeah.
So but that place, I was like, then something will really happen to him. And that would be it. And when they got out and they were they had to wrestle the bull. That one was another one. I'm like, oh, they are dead. They are doomed. Like, they are gone. Because the man also came up and he was about shooting them. So they would have condemned them at that particular moment. But the bull cleared the man off at that point. So that was my most edgy, how do you call it, scene.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what were some of the funny moments?
When they were in the prison and Reynolds was like, "You are not a cop. You are not a cop." He said he's not a cop. He is not a cop. Nobody should. I was like, what is he doing?
Like it was just like he was selling him out.
He was telling others that
he sold him out. He sold him.
Yeah, he sold him out. But that was a plan that he wanted. He needed a key from the guard. So he just had to
but
do
the guy
something
is so
that
smart.
the guards will come around to separate. Then he will tap the key and the access card.
Wow. Eben.
Yeah, I think that part was so interesting. It was so interesting. You know, the way he said it and the look on his face, and after everything, trying to pretend that well, he didn't mean what he said. So when they went back to the cell, John held him on the wall and told him that the next time you do that again, he will show him the real him.
It was so funny. The funny moments were like the last scene, and then the part where when Reynolds or Booth was telling The Rock that he loved him, they are married, and then that was such a bad marriage, and then like when we were exchanging that when he was kind of telling him his how affectionate he was towards him. For me, I found that cute and it was nice. For me, although it was between two males, but like it was cute to me. And then the last part that Rock and then the wife were enjoying on sea in the middle of the sea at nowhere, and then all of a sudden Reynolds just appear, and then the look on their face was and everything like everything was gone from their account at this, like just like that. It was something that was like it was funny and it was sad. I wasn't sad for them because they had betrayed Booth at the so I wasn't sad for them anyway. But I was just it was just funny over there. Okay, so I think okay, so what are some of the lessons that you could learn from that, Ebenezer? What are some of the lessons?
I think I did learn about teamwork. You know, when they went to the cell at the beginning, Booth was the first person to visit the prison, and later being joined by John Wesley. And I learned that, although they were enemies, okay, They at the end of the day understood their situation, and then they needed to
Mhm.
collaborate,
Escape.
come together for them to escape from the prison. Then they go and search for the 3 golden eggs. So I think it's a good trait they did portray over there, and I really like that. So that's the lesson I learned from it.
Okay, what about you? Boneless.
Yeah, I also learned that you see in this life, no matter anybody that comes your way, there's a particular reason or a goal you have to achieve, or you have to learn something from the person. Is it along the line? Dwayne Johnson learned something from Reynolds, that he shouldn't be selfish. Along the line, Reynolds was always selfish, but you got to know that working with a team helps, and even though it was hard for him getting along with the teamwork and other stuff, he got to, even at a point that he forgot the egg and tried saving Dwayne Johnson, and Dwayne Johnson was like, were you leaving the egg for me? He was like, no, no, no.
Did you miss me? Were you crying? Are you crying?
So yeah, that was what I got to know. Oh yeah, it was very thoughtful of him. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think the lesson I learned is not to trust anybody. Nobody is to be trusted. Looking at the whole scene, like I'm like, oh no, nobody is to be trusted, and people will use you to get what they want. That is
Yeah.
what I learned from there. Okay, so which scene stood out for you? Like, which of them? Which scene stood out for you? Like, you'd be like, oh, this is something that, although the movie is fictional, but what stood out for you?
And the part where when they got the eggs, all of a sudden Sharon was singing. I was like, which one is this one? Which one is this one? But it all made the movie nice. I mean, because it was a birthday and a gift the father wanted to give to the daughter.
Oh,
But that was the part that got me. Yeah.
okay. All right. Ebenezer.
Yeah, I would say the first part where they were able to get the first egg from Booth. You know, when Booth took the egg from the event at that museum, when he took it from that museum, you know, he went to his apartment, and surprisingly for him, the FBI agent was seated
Was
comfortably
there?
waiting for him to come. When he poured the wine, or I mean the drink, or in the bottle or in the cup, and he turned on the light, and he was surprised. He was surprised. You know, he was wondering how he was able to trace him to his apartment on time. That is,
Yes.
he written there first. He was surprised
And
there.
they're still waiting for him.
Okay. Okay. I think the scenes were the okay. So what will you say the movie was? It comic? Was it action?
Yeah, action.
Well, I would say both of them, both.
So it was
Com-
action. There was
Yeah,
comic.
there was action. There was action. There was
So
comic.
will you say that the movie was interesting from start to finish,
Oh yes, I'll say that.
Yeah, because
and it
it
kept
was,
you on your
yeah,
toes from
yeah,
start to finish? Or is it
yeah.
a movie that you recommend? And is it something that you watch again?
Oh,
Oh
sure.
yeah, why not? Because once there is action inside, and there is also this I mean this fun or comic part inside. Why not? I don't think it's going to be
So at
out
the
of the
end of
system now.
okay, so it wasn't
Yeah,
boring at the end of it. There was no
sure.
Mm-mm.
boring scene, right?
Yeah,
Everything had a lesson. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
The 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 part that stood out for me was when they were at the security prison in Russia. And imagine that place that they were. Where it's an island and you can only flew in with a chopper or a
Yeah.
helicopter.
Yeah.
And only the time that they were trying to run away, and then
Now they
Reynolds
are
was already trying to fly the chopper, and then he was leaving the rock behind. And then when the guy the prison guard was able to shoot, they would have blasted because it was aimed.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So because when he opened the other door or other door for the bomb to pass through and then go and crash somewhere else, it stood out for me. Like, and then it made them have some kind of teamwork over there. And I now love the idea of when Reynolds said that teamwork. And that guy is so bad. He intentionally puts one rock under there, knowing very well that he'll come and remove it later. That will save them.
Yeah.
Or will serve as an exit.
Yes. That's Little Rock. Yes.
Yeah. You said that. So even
But
in prison, like, but what I didn't
all along that
understand was how they were all put in one cell. Why was that?
it was planned. You see, that point was when The Rock got started bonding with him, telling him about his past, his father, and he also telling him about it. So that was where the teamwork started. Because now I know with your background, like what happened before you became a cop. Like the father was a con man, then he became a cop. One's father was a cop,
Yeah.
so it's like
Yeah.
be friends
So
and
definitely it looks like The Rock had really done due diligence on
yes,
Ray.
he has done his homework well on him.
Oh wow.
Well, I think I also say that I think that place was reserved for, I mean, most wanted criminals. If they
Yes.
arrest them, the
Black
special
side,
place normally reserve them.
notorious
So that they can
criminals.
stay out
So
of
so so so,
the
so they are more
town.
like terrorists.
Yeah.
Sure.
But immediately they put you on red notice. It's like the whole world, you are the top most wanted. So that's where I'm sure
Okay.
those are the places they put you. You don't get don't get in touch with any family or whatsoever.
Anybody, yeah. It was serious over there.
Yeah.
And that prison food was a bomb. Yes.
Yeah.
That prison food was serious. Oh. But
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
did the lady get access to that place and was able to come through and wanted? So like the
It's all about
connection.
money. Yeah. They just knew what to go and where to go. Yeah.
He has all
But
the connection.
I thought The Rock was arrested in Spain. How come he was jailed in Russia? Or
They were transferred. They were
but
transferred
how can you be transferred from another country to another?
since
It's
it's
possible.
Interpol and it was Interpol International Police. And
Okay.
with Interpol, it doesn't matter the country, can be transferred anywhere at any time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That made a lot of sense. Okay. Okay, so any questions on anything, what you saw, maybe something that didn't make sense to you?
And I also think there was a romance part in it when the John and the boats, like when John and Bishop, when they went to the event and
Yeah. They
when
were
they were going
fighting.
for the third, was it the third egg or the second egg?
The
The
second egg.
You
second.
know,
The second
yeah,
egg.
the second egg. He had a dance with the lady, the bishop.
Yeah.
So that kind of.
And even when they were fighting, and even when they saw they shot the back shot, you see that when they were fighting, she just missed him, but he told her that it's not yet time, so she just focused. think so. That was it.
It's how they played all of us.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can say that. They played all of
Yeah.
us like they were like stunt enemies. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
they were working together as criminals, as thieves.
Because it got to a time when they were found like, why is the Rock leaving her for her to beat her like that? I was like, this small lady to the Rock. I was wondering why.
Yes, she wasn't budging. It's not easy. Okay, so what questions would you like? What didn't feel right? Like what didn't feel right? Which scene didn't feel right for you?
I would say when they had the first egg and then they placed it in the van, the FBI agent and the lady FBI, the lady thought that Hasley was the one who took the golden egg. Okay. But but unknowingly, it was the bishop who misplaced the golden egg with a different object. So she should have taken her time to investigate the matter before coming into conclusion by arresting John Wesley to
No, I
join
think
the
the egg was in John's custody.
Yes, it was in his
yes.
Yes,
possession.
and she has every right to arrest him because
Yes,
he was the
uh,
last person with the
that-
egg, and
yeah.
he was the one who exchanged it. He knew about the exchange
No,
because when
John
he put
was
it there, he hadn't locked the play. When did you realize that when he put the egg there, he did not
He didn't
really
lock it
close
too.
the back.
He just left it for her.
So she just came and then exchanged it, and then that was it. So the guard that was driving was like the door, because the
Yes,
door
the
was
door.
automated. Like he realized that he hadn't closed
Oh.
the door. Now then, no, he had done the exchange already. So
Yeah.
all those times, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, when he was confessing, he confessed that part.
Yeah.
But they are very wicked, though. How could they have left the booth in the bush?
They knew you would get out. They knew you would find his way because he was smart.
No, what if some wild animal came to devour him?
They know him. That's what I can say.
But that was serious.
Yeah. They knew
They
you
had
would escape. They didn't know that you come to where they are, like at the same place. Like they were very shocked when they saw it.
Oh, okay. All right. I think we are almost done with 30 minutes. Or can we go further?
Oh, we are done.
Yes, I think we
Yes,
should.
there's this lady who is trying to join, but I think she's having a problem with her side.
Yeah, I think Gloria is trying to guide her. Gloria, she needs to open the app, and she needs, if you are not, it has also happened to me before. The only thing she needs to do is how do you call it? She should copy the Zoom passcode and the Zoom ID and paste it on the Zoom on her phone. So, and then enter the password and forget about the link, since the link is not taking taking her in.
So, something, copy the Zoom password code, okay, and then the other code, and place it in there's an option. You just copy and paste it in it. You will join it.
We are almost done with the show. I think we need to wrap up and then choose a movie for, how do you call it? Next week. I don't know if Gloria will join us.
For today, I doubt she will join us, but I think after everything, I'll forward everything to her. So
All right, okay, sure. Okay, so then
because
I think
So let's choose.
okay. What's your overall view of the movie, The Red Notice? Before we wrap up.
It's educative yeah, and a big comic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vanessa?
Well, I would say is a life-centered movie. Yeah, I mean, full of inspirational ideas, and then
Hey,
transformative.
Vanessa, where's the
Yeah.
inspirational?
Oh,
What's the inspirational about that? Stealing is inspirational.
not the stealing aspect.
So what is the inspirational? The whole set is set on robbery. So what is the inspirational about it? Tell me.
Let's put that one aside.
We
Being
will put it
able.
aside. Let's put it in with me. Are you telling us we should go and steal?
Oh, no, I'm not saying you should go and steal. Okay, that's not what I'm trying to say. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that once you are doing something and you really want to get to the bottom of it, you need to press on.
So in a positive manner.
Yes.
Okay. You didn't convince me enough though. Okay, Edward.
Yeah.
What's
Hello.
your overall view of the whole movie?
Yeah, as I said earlier, I said is educative and teaching you that not everyone you have to trust. The lighter one is the comedy part.
Okay. Well, what I think is the overall view of the movie is to stay alert. And yes, you have to be alert. And you have to make sure that no matter what, your mind should be on the goal of whatever you are doing. Because the bishop and then the rock, they both were the bishop. And then they knew what they want. They manipulated the whole system. And they crooked the whole system to favor them. So I think whatever you want to do, you have to just focus. No ababase. That's what I think the whole movie is about. I think it's about bravery. It's about going for what you want, and you have to stay focused and alert. That's
Okay.
that's what I think about the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been nice. So let's wrap up and then look for another movie that we can review next week. Are we still going to Hollywood, Bollywood, or Nollywood or Gollywood? Which movie are we doing next? Because Bollywood, I said Bollywood. No, Nollywood people say we shouldn't review their movies anymore. Ebenezer?
Yeah, I'm still
Edward?
here.
Yeah.
I think we have to leave it to Edward to do the selection for us.
Is that what? Sorry.
Well, I think we have to leave it to Edward to suggest the movie you want us to watch.
Okay, Edward, which movie are you
Because
going for?
he's new, he's new here. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, so let's give him the privilege to do that.
Okay. Please, no horror movie. The day you people choose horror movies, the day I won't do any.
If have you watched the Devil's Conspiracy?
The devil now can means the movie is horror.
No, it talks about how Satan was brought down to earth and
yeah, sure. You won't watch. And
you
fire.
know,
It's religious based. I don't want us kind of be arguing here.
you okay? I think I'll get back to you on the list.
Okay, then we will do that on the page.
Yeah.
We can do the discussion on the page, and I think Gloria should be able to help us make a decision. Are we still, because we have done Hollywood twice already.
Mm,
Can we come back to Ghana or Nigeria or Africa?
Ghanaian movies, I don't know. I think it's going to be hard to get it.
It's not going to be hard to get it. We can get some, but just that it necessarily doesn't have to be a Ghanaian movie. It can be other African movies apart from
Okay.
Ghana and Nigeria. We have had Ghana and Nigeria already. Are you saying that Tanzanians and others they don't do movies? East
Oh, they
do
Africa
do.
that.
and co. Yeah, so
How
let's look
popular
for
are we?
one solid movie like that, and then we can watch and then review. So we have the rest of the discussion should be on the page. Or what do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Aiden, I hope I was able to do my best today. Sitting
Oh,
in
you
Yeah.
front
did. You
of
did very well. You did very well.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
Okay. So I think we should wrap it up. Let's go for
Yeah.
something out of West Africa and Hollywood. Let's go to East or South Africa or North Africa.